All right. You are looking live at
At my
ABC
sunburn?
Sports.
At
At
my
your
sunburn?
sunburn. I know, right? What a day. What a day.
Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
Tonight, expect a low of 55 degrees.
One
It
of
was
those things that there's just no humidity.
nice.
It just felt very, very comfortable out there today.
Yeah, we got 82 right now. I don't know what it was today, but holy smoke, it was what today. I was out walking the dog, cut the grass, cut the grass for my mother-in-law, and boy, I'm surprised I'm not burnt. But you know what I actually did though? I was smart. I actually put like a something over my arms. I had a light sweatshirt I put on, even though it was hot.
Mm.
It was because I'll burn, So I'm surprised I'm not as red as you are today. What's going on,
Yeah,
David?
Steve
App
and David.
chatter.
So we were allowed to, for the first time, the restaurants could serve outdoors,
Oh, good.
provided that tables were 6 feet away from each other and that. So we had lunch outside and had coffee outside. And Sarah went to the store that sold nothing but socks. You could actually go in there, and so I was outside today from about 10 after 10 till about 4:30. So I got a lot of sun.
Yeah, I was outside. Well, what did I do? I walked the dog in the morning. Then I had my chiropractor appointment. I got back, and then I just started cutting grass. And some of it was with the push mower, and some of it with the other one there. What's going on, Dave?
So
Lawrence?
84 in Marlboro. Low Steeler fan.
Sports Time Machine made it in. Yeah, finally catch it from the start. Yeah. So yeah, it was an unbelievable day here in lockdown Massachusetts. But yeah, I mean, it was just I don't know if you guys, I enjoy cutting grass. It's my time away from the computer's time because this is kind of where I work most of the time. If
When
I'm
I
not at the
called you,
rink.
you were mowing the lawn.
Yeah, and you were like the third person to call me, and I kept shutting off the mower, and when I was doing my mother-in-law's house, she's opening the door saying, "Hey, what's going on?" So I got to shut. So I shut it off like 3 or 4 times. Finally, like, damn it, I need to get this done. So that's why you got to listen to the lawnmower while I cut.
That
I
was
usually shut it off.
fun. Ooh, fried chicken and mashed taters. I had poutine for lunch today, which of course is the God's food of Quebec. Served
Oh yeah, it is.
happily
Yeah.
at every Canadiens game.
Nice. She come home with pizza today.
Oh, did she?
Leftover pizza, so I like wolfed it down. I was starving.
So
yeah.
what kind of pizza was it?
Just a regular plain pizza from
Yeah.
Bertucci's
He was
or
trying to
something
tell
like
me it
that.
was pineapple when I talked to him earlier.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I didn't say it was pineapple. I just said it was plain. So, as the dog, no.
Missed the meds, right?
So she called the vet because she didn't give him the medicine yesterday, and last night he had an episode last night. It was like a couple minutes long, and so he slept all day. I couldn't get him outside today. He just wanted to sleep. He was going from bed to bed, room to room, so he was moving around, but he was not having any of it today. So she come home right before she come home from work. He was up and bouncing around. So all right,
That's good.
yeah, let's go outside. So I opened the door and let him outside, and he seems okay right now. So she gave him his dose from yesterday and another dose today. So, and the vet says, if you miss one dose, it's not going to really be an issue. So yeah, I figure everyone's going to be jumping in and out as we have this nice weather here in Massachusetts for a change. It's unbelievable. Bruce is here from Central Mass, and Robbie's from Central
Texas.
Texas.
The Dallas area.
Yeah.
ID is from
he's
a
from
golf course near you. Don't even spell it right. How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Putin is either. It was really good. It was really. They used a turkey gravy and cheese curds, and so tomorrow morning I'm gonna take my leftovers. I mean, they gave you. We got a full nacho size plate of it, and so turkey gravy and cheese. And so tomorrow morning for breakfast, Sarah's gonna fry up a couple eggs and throw it on top of that, heat it up for breakfast. It's poutine, Poutine. Yeah, I'm fine.
He's red. He was outside all day.
I was outside all day, and we'll be back Sunday with live streaming.
Nice. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I have apple hockey on my table upstairs.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. And so I got, I think, 5 or 6 teams that I'm going to give it a whirl and see if I can figure out how to play it. I started watching some of the other Dave's videos on YouTube, see if I could figure it out. So,
David at least bothered to spell it right. ID.
Right. Right?
It is French fries, cheese curds, and gravy, and you can put other things on there if you'd like. I've done breakfast poutine with eggs and bacon, and that's just a great combination.
We went out a few years ago with a couple, and we went to this place next town over, and they said, let's get the poutine. I was like, what the hell is a poutine? I thought it was like a soup or something. Oh, no, it's like fries with gravy and just so we're eating the poutine, and no joke, I think when the waitress come over and says, so what can I get you for your main course? I said, bring me another poutine.
I mean, I can't. I mean, it was.
Sorry, it was just that good.
It was. Yeah. I mean, this was really good. And sometimes some places will botch it, and like, the gravy's kind of flat, and the cheese is not curd. You know, you just can't throw chunks of cheddar cheese on there. It's kind of like a KFC famous bowl, yeah. And you would just, if you like gravy fries, you'd like it. Robbie and I've been doing this for 20 some odd straight days, and I got 2 weeks worth of YouTube stuff to throw up there. And besides, I spent some time watching ID play some pinball. Did you see any of that?
I was. Yep.
That's actually free to play.
Is it? Yeah.
Poutine is a Canadian dish, and in fact, it's a French Canadian dish.
I have not seen.
Be pronounced gravy, cheese, and fries in Ontario, but
yeah, no, it's good. If you haven't tried, it depends on the poutine you get, but it's fries with gravy. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I have not seen the beaches on the news yet. I can only hope that they're flooded, and there are people everywhere, and they're giving a big middle finger to the government. Sorry, that's how I feel. Because the good doctor, did you hear the good doctor come out today and says it's not good to be locked down too long. It could create irreparable damage. So now that even the doctor's on board now, the doctor's like, oh, I'm starting to see the bad side of the lockdown now. You think? Oh, anyway.
Well, how would you know? ID. Maybe it'd be better if it was made right. Well, ID, you can make fries, you can get cheese curds, and you can get gravy.
Oh, severe thunderstorms. Oh, I like thunderstorms in the summer. I do. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. It's gravies and fries, yeah, but it depends what it's made. Because if it's the gravy's yucky or the cheese is yucky, then the whole thing's gonna be yucky.
Yeah, it's. I've had bad poutine.
Oh,
this was not.
Oh, she found her Rycroft jersey. Nice. Tons of people on the beaches. Good. We need to show them that things are okay. Yeah, Sports Time Machine playing some Stratomatic hockey. The helper. I think the helper does come with the PC.
Yeah, it's
program.
A different folder.
It's a different folder. And that helper is, I love it because once you put the teams and the players in, you're done. And then you just have the cards in front of you. You don't have to worry about flipping them and changing lines, or everything's done right on the helper. You still need the cards for reference, but you don't got to worry about flipping the cards or keeping the time or writing down. You don't have to write down anything. The helper does everything. And it even tells you what to do and says, you just look at the card. I love the helper. And I don't even, I play advanced. I don't even play super advanced. I play advanced, and you can play, I think you can't play basic on that, I don't think, because it flips the cards, and it's the advanced cards. But you don't have to play the super advanced power play or deflection or anything like that. So just read what the card says. When it flips over, just follow it along, and it's piece of cake. It really is. Turbo's in. And let's see here. What do we got? Really greasy fries. Well,
I've had bad fries.
Kinda. Sometimes you just, that's what you want. But yeah.
No,
okay.
I mean, they can be greasy, and then there's just some that just looks like piles of cigarette.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yes, it was. He come out. Was it last night or something like that on CNBC? And was saying that all the studies coming out now saying that suicide rates are really high right now, and people's mental health is not good. You think? You think? Come on. And there was one article I saw that said suicides are now, there's more suicides than there are coronavirus deaths in some areas of the country. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, sports time machine. You have to have the PC hockey game to have it.
Yeah, I think it is a free thing though.
Yeah, it's not something that the company supports anymore.
Yeah, somehow it just comes with it, but it doesn't. You can't buy it separate or anything like that.
Right.
And yeah, we took a night off. Ron was just like a little burnt out. I don't want to say an attitude, but he was a little burnt out. And then I was just like, it was a nice day. I was outside all day. I was like, yeah, I'm all set myself. So, but Ron went outside today picking up chicks, I heard, right? You were dining outside picking up chicks.
Yeah, I picked up this really hot 46-year-old. Keep telling me that she's my wife, but
that's what they all say. All right, good for you. Go back to work. I can't wait to go back to work. It's going to be so difficult for me because I'm so out of it right now. I would have to really think about like what the heck I'm going to do. I like the Strat hockey game PC. I like it. Big Polly, what's going on? I've been following your project along there. Looks pretty good. Yeah, the helper comes with the hockey game. Polly's here. Yeah, he's all red. He does.
And I sat in the shade too.
Yeah, it just that sun was hot today. It was pretty good. I was smart though. Like I said, I ended up putting on a light sweatshirt just to cover my arms because my arms will burn.
And she put sunscreen on me, but we were out for a long time.
Yep. It's like he's still tired from that banner.
Yep, the banner wore me out.
Did you get the cease and desist order from Aunt Becky yet?
Yes.
Aunt Becky, what are visiting hours at prison? I need a haircut starting next week, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to wear one while I'm getting a haircut, and it's just like
you want the haircut, trust me.
I don't like this. I don't like doing this, but I will do it for the sake of the business because I don't want them to get in trouble. So, you haven't missed a day of work? Yeah, they told me I can't work, and I'm a workaholic. I love to work, and that's just me. I like to do things, and my work is kind of creative, and haven't been able to do it. They won't let me, and I went a month without a paycheck.
So I should have gotten a magic carpet instead of the flying meatball. What ABC logo had a magic carpet?
I don't know.
That's what.
I'm not sure. Well,
I know that the big 8x10 foot one is back on sale again. It's funny, he couldn't sell that.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, I couldn't, man. I don't know what they're gonna do if they open up the hockey rink and they say you got to do that. It's just like,
I don't know. I mean, I sat there, I had a mask on for a few minutes today. When we were eating, I obviously didn't have it on, but there were enough people on and around today that if we were walking, I had it on. And it was warm enough today that, you just wanted to take it off as soon as you were away from it. I don't know how the hell my wife's going to do it. She's got to wear hers for 8 hours a day. I mean, she works in a healthcare facility.
Yeah. Well, now they're saying that it's, it's if touching things doesn't really spread it as much as they thought. So they're revising all their data now. It's just like, here we are, and it's like all this stuff. It's like, this, that, and the other thing. And I don't know.
As a magic carpet, someone watched too much Aladdin growing up.
Right.
It's a whole new world.
When I was out today, was it? No, I'm sorry. It was yesterday. Yesterday I went out, and I don't know if I could do that, man. I mean, I know you kind of have to, but it's not healthy. That's not healthy for people to be in masks and gloves like that all day long. It's just, and it's going to be summertime now, and people are going to be passing out from that. It's just enough's enough. It really is.
I don't think you could play in a mask.
No, definitely can't.
Hey, Big Polly,
talking
if
about
it takes a global pandemic to get the Montreal Canadiens in the playoffs,
right?
I'll take it.
Right?
How you doing, Stefan?
They are starting to walk everything back, which is good because they're finally realizing they went way overboard with some of the stuff. They really did. But so I was out yesterday when I took the dog out. He only wanted to go up the corner and back, so we did 3/4 mile with the dog. And then I said, I got nothing to do. I'm going to go out and walk myself. So I went out and I ended up doing 3 miles. So I ended up doing almost 4. I think I did 3 1/4. I think I did 4 miles yesterday. That's why I didn't do the show yesterday too, is after the 4 miles, I was pretty tired. That's what do I do? 20-minute miles. So I was out for an hour and 20 minutes walking. That's a long time to walk. It really is. So I ended up going down by the lake. We got a pond, lake, whatever it is. And I'm coming back and people were walking towards me, and you're supposed to be on certain sides of the street or whatever like that. I'm like, what? I'm not crossing the street and then crossing again. I'm just not going to do it. So I start walking, and this lady comes down, me walking the other way with a mask on. Okay, fine. So she went into the street and I went over here. That's fine. No, what? I'll respect, Some guy comes by me jogging, right? And he starts giving me this like weird look. And I'm like, dude, I'll slide over if you want. He goes by me. He goes, and he holds his breath and turns his head as he goes by me. I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude. Seriously, that's where we are nowadays. He held his breath and turned his head, even though we were still pretty far apart. It was like people just the media's got people.
Did you wet fart, Dave? Did you wet fart again?
Oh my gosh. It's not like I grabbed him and started French kissing the guy. We're just walking. It's a beautiful day. The virus ain't gonna last outside, okay? And this guy holds his breath. Are you putting in the AC? Yeah, she has them on tonight too. The house was actually
mine's on in here. It feels good. So how is it?
I'm walking 1.5 miles to 2 miles a day.
I walk a million miles for 1
I just got nothing else to do. And that's why I haven't been on the computer that much. I haven't been playing anything because it's been so nice out. I'm going out. I'm walking the dog. I'm walking myself. I'm working in the yard. I'm finding things to do outside, just because it's So I turned on the computer about 6:25. That's the first time I turned it on today.
So how is this 2014 playoff going to work?
How
are we going to rig it? How are we going to have Montreal win the cup?
From what I saw, it looks like there's a bunch of teams that play a play-in round.
Okay.
And then they jump into the main round.
So we do like a best of 5 first round or a best of 3?
Let me see if I can find that. NHL 2014 playoff. Okay. There was a pretty good image I saw. Okay.
And yes, walking to DQ 12 teams at conference. Okay. So yeah, you'd have to have some sort of play-in round. Yes, walking to DQ.
Here it is. Here's the one that I saw that's pretty good. Let me see if I can share the screen.
No, David, it's not. Yeah, it's some singing voice, but I'm not winning America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent, or Canada's Got Talent.
All right, so this is the one that I saw. All right. So it looks like that Winnipeg and Calgary have a play-in game, and then winner plays St. Louis. And then
it's a one game?
I don't know if it's a one game or it's a series. I don't know if it's 3 or not, but they play, and then St. Louis awaits them. And then you get Minnesota, Vancouver, and they will play Colorado, then Nashville. And
we would sneak in at the 12 to play the Penguins.
Yeah, you play the Penguins, and then the winner would play the Flyers, and you can see the rest of it here. So Toronto and Columbus would play, and the winner would play Boston. So that's the proposed.
Gosh, that Toronto Columbus series would be a hell of a one, wouldn't it?
What if this actually works?
Best of 5?
What if this works and they say, we want to do this? What would you think of that? What would you think if they said, boy, this 2014...
Canadian fans would fall on the floor because it would save Mark Savard's job.
But it gets the Canadians and the Oilers in the playoffs.
Well, the Oilers would have been a 5 anyway.
Yeah, well, that's the first time in many years. But, I mean, this isn't... I mean, I would be okay with this. Because we do this when we play in my roller hockey league. It's when you have like 12 teams, it's really hard to do a playoffs with 12 teams or even 10 teams. So we have a play-in round, No, all our series are just one games. But I mean, like the top teams would sit out, and the bottom teams would play out to get us down to 8 teams. So if we had 10 teams, we would have to play, I think, 3 games to eliminate whatever. And if we had 12 teams, we would have X amount of games. And so we would eliminate. So 10 teams, we play 2 games to eliminate 2 teams to get us down to 1 to 8. If we have 12 teams, we play 4 games to eliminate 4 teams, and that gets us down to 1 to 8. So the top teams have a bye in both cases. They're not involved in the initial round. So that's what they're doing here. What if this works? And they say, geez, we kind of like this.
Oh my gosh, I could just see the Canadians. I mean, you would, if in this alignment, you'd have Winnipeg, Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton, Toronto, and Montreal all in the playoffs, and that would be a dream come true. Because if you went just by, wow, well, Tribe fan, I mean, did they recede? Because why would Philly get Montreal? No, Montreal, I don't know if they would recede.
There's been a couple of different things here. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Toronto going to play Boston. Well, Boston beat Columbus. Was it Columbus took out Tampa last year, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if they reseed.
I doubt it. Then they would put them.
I think, if this is the proposal, then that's what it looks like it is. Is that Boston would get the winner of those 2, and that's that.
Trust me, Montreal hasn't beaten anybody in a best of 5. And Tribe fan, back from the days of the 21-team NHL, 16 teams made it. We played 82 games to eliminate 5 teams. It was great.
Yeah, I told you that article back in, what was it, 88, 89, and they said the NHL plays 82 games just to eliminate the Quebec Nordiques from the playoffs.
My mother would say when I first started getting into hockey, how the hell can you watch a sport that they play for 6 months to eliminate 5 teams?
Yeah. I don't know if Larry's still here, but I read that article in the Screenhouse, Larry, by the way. That's where I read that article. It's Kevin Paul DuPont wrote it. And it was just, he's like, the NHL plays an 82-game season for the sole purpose of just eliminating the Quebec Nordiques, meaning that so many teams made the playoffs. That one team didn't make it. I mean, more than one did, but the idea was Quebec never made it because they were terrible. And that we play all these games, and the only thing we get out of it is Quebec doesn't make the playoffs again. I thought it was funny.
So, yeah.
But now that there's a lot of teams now, so now more teams don't get in. What is there, 30 teams now? So
no, if Seattle does start next season, that'll make it 32. Seattle's
okay, so we're right about half. See, that's better. I mean, what is it? What is it? The 21-team league?
It would be if they would do this, it'd be 24 to 32. Now
I would, something. The opening round of hockey is the best because every night there's games. Excuse me, and the opening rounds they're usually pretty good rounds.
Someone's telling us that the seedings could change at the top of the bracket. So yes, if Montreal was to upset Pittsburgh, and you'd hear about that from me for a long time, we would get the Bruins.
Well,
okay, Jack.
The Street Hockey League up there at Hockey Town, they do playoffs different. They have their playoffs are set, okay. And it's designed around the fact that the top seed is going to win every time. Okay, there's no reseeding when they do it. So if they have their playoffs set up, it's if this guy plays this guy, it's assumed that this guy wins, and the next match is already set up. Okay, so if a bottom team somehow wins, they don't reseed. Okay, so if you follow that, it's like okay, so.
So if I'm 8 and beat 1, I'm still playing 4.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So the way they set it up is that So 1 would play 8, and then 1 would play 4 because 1 is presumed to beat 8, and 4 is presumed to beat 5. So so they do that.
Scott, the other thing is that there just isn't a hell of a lot of difference between a 1 and an 8 in the NHL. There really isn't. I mean, you can get. I mean, look what happened to Tampa last year.
Yeah.
You play that, Before I go, because we're coming up on 25 minutes. And I really wanted to. I'm beat. Like I said, I was outside all day. You want to talk about maybe what days we want to start doing this instead of doing these every day, or did you want or?
Yeah. We're kind of wondering what everybody thinks. As we were talking yesterday, when he wanted the day off, and then I was like, I was out walking, I was hot and tired, and so we're thinking about scaling back from every day, because every day gets to be a lot for us. We know it's a lot to ask from you guys too, and we've had pretty good, numbers here watching us. But now that it's nicer out, like it's 85 degrees where he is, it's 82 here. It's nice out. People just want to go outside, sit on the deck. So we're thinking about scaling back. So we want to know what you guys think about what would be a good schedule. What days would you like us to be on, and what days wouldn't you? Because we found that there's certain days that we draw a lot of people, and certain days we don't draw many. So we'd obviously like to, try to find. And I know it's not going to work for everybody, but we'd like to try to figure out, if we're going to do, 3 or 5 times a week or whatever it's going to be. So we're probably going to drop off from the every night situation as we get into summertime, just because it's nice outside, and people want to be sitting out on the decks instead of sitting in here at 6:30, 7 o'clock. So yeah, just just get some feedback going here, and we'll try to stick to that schedule. I mean, but obviously it depends what's going on with us. We may bounce around a little bit and swap a night for another night, but we're probably not going to go every night going forward here starting next week. And so
when's your birthday ID?
So he wants to go Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, and September 11th, I guess.
It's funny. ID, he's just giving me a hard time. And how you liking the mitts hits in the pinball game? Where's my drum roll for that?
All right.
Okay. I usually do stream Christmas and Easter just because there's people who don't.
Yeah.
So, you're trying to be funny.
Yeah, every day can be tough.
See, I'm with Gilles. A Saturday and a weeknight, a couple times a week.
The Sunday night is our biggest night.
Yeah.
Sundays, though, in summertime, I don't like to schedule anything on summers. On Sundays, because even the game hounds are doing Sundays, and I'm not recording with them because I don't like to do Sundays, because I don't know what's going to happen on Sundays, especially when I'm working. Sometimes Sundays I don't do a dang thing. And even now, I mean, she's home now, and I'm not working, so it's a little bit different right now. But
I was thinking Thursday and Saturday.
Saturday nights, huh? Oh, we'll play it by ear. I mean, it's not, nothing's etched in stone yet,
right?
But we're gonna try to come up with some kind of a schedule.
Thursdays would be a definite.
It all depends, like I say, when and if I go back to work, which is probably still a month away. That then that would change too. So we'd probably have to definitely scale back from there once I go back to work. Because I'm gonna be exhausted when I go back to work. Let me tell you, it's gonna be really weird.
It really is now that one of the things that we're working on it, Jamie. One of the things that is crossing me up is that with the old normal and the new normal kind of colliding together, I'm seeing a lot, being a lot more social than I was 2 weeks ago. Now that people are coming back in the morning, and now I have a kid that's coming in to feed me dinner, and Sarah's staying at work and all that. I haven't really slept well in a week either. Now that the sun's coming up earlier, wakes up 5 o'clock, and it's the cat doesn't like me to nap all that much, so it would. We'll figure it out, but
yeah, we're gonna do digital to dice tomorrow. Neither one of us are really around today, so yeah, I think we'll record in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll bang that out in the morning.
And so we're certainly continuing to do those, but
yeah, but as far as going live every night, but who knows? I mean, there might be a night that I really got nothing going on, and it's an off night, and I still might jump on for a few minutes to say hi. So, ultimately we would like some kind of a schedule, because you guys have been great showing up here most every night. But we know it's tough trying to to get here every night, and I know that it clogs up streaming time for other people in the community that want to stream games. So and it ties it up for me too, because I enjoy this. But when we go 6:30 to 8, 6:30 to 8:30, then it's like, geez, if I want to stream a game, I've already kind of chewed up a bunch of streaming time, and so
I'm looking at, Scott, one of the old CBS Sports banners, and then put it by the Puffs box. It wouldn't go in the window. Those seem to be pretty common. I have not found an NBC Sports banner. I've looked. My wife.
You should find a Versus. That'd be fun. Then when they were on, well, first it was Outdoor Life Network.
Yeah.
And then after like that, this ain't gonna work. We need to change, so they changed it to Versus.
The Versus.
That was actually a cool channel. I like the logo, the V and the S. I like Versus.
V and the S. You can watch all your hunting stuff in the day, Tour de France in the morning, hunting stuff during the rest of the day, and then hockey at night. All sorts of things to shoot. Bikers, deers, and goalies. All brought to you by Remington and Tim Hortons.
There it is. Versus Network. And that was weird, is that you could watch your hunting and your guns and all that and fishermen during the day, and then you could come back and have some hockey at night. That was so odd. I'm sorry. That was so weird. But hey, they found a network and they made it work, and now they have, what is it, the NBC Sports Network? Or is that the one?
Yeah, NBC Sports Network.
Yeah, so now they're pretty much in there, and good for them that they stuck it out. They did what they had to do, and there we go.
So,
oh yeah, the jacket. We get Ron the
yellow jacket, and my wife would love that. Where the hell did you get this?
Yeah, that's the thing, is we want to do some other things too. Because I know
owe some Patreon streams.
Yeah,
and look, this is, I feel, really important to do, and so this obviously takes precedence over that, but.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of brought everybody together, hopefully in a good way. I know we've had some controversial stuff we talked on here, but for the most part, I think it's been a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
It gives me a chance to get things off my chest, and Ron's rant, and everybody in the chat room has a say, and people tune in from all over the place, and that was the idea behind it. And so we're still going to keep it going. It's not going to stop. It's just the daily thing. Especially in the nice weather, is especially now, so it's new. The nice weather's new. Here we are, the end of May.
Yeah, I mean the first month and a half we did this, the first 7 of the 8 weeks or 9 weeks,
it was 40 degrees,
40 degrees and raining. The last thing you want.
It's like 80 something. You're out all day and you just kind of baked, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been in the sun all day, and it's just kind of tough to do this. So, like I said, I got the app of hockey in. I'd love to go up and start kicking that around. And so it's just, I want to get back to doing some fun. Not that this ain't fun, but I mean, some of the gaming things. Is when I get done this, it's like, now do I really want to, do anything on the stream, or, even jump on I think I played Star Wars on the PlayStation the other night, but I only played like one round. I was like, oh man, I'm tired now. So, so we'll figure it out. I mean, we got some comments here. I mean, when we're done, we wrap up, we'll have some comments on YouTube, I imagine, after the fact, and we'll take a look at that and see what we're gonna do, and we'll figure out, how many times we'll go. I mean, I might do some solo attempts if Ron doesn't want to do it, or maybe I won't. I don't know. It all depends. Some days I need this for myself, and some days I need to be away from this. Just some days just have a real bad day, and I just and they still are. There's been, since the weather's changed, there's been more good days than bad.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I mean, today was just one of those godsend days. There wasn't really a cloud in the sky.
Yeah.
It was in the 80s, but it's not humid. Usually in Vermont, I don't know about in your neck of the woods, but when it gets warm, it gets humid. And today would have been, in July, this would have been insufferable. Then.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this has been
but
good.
Today was just gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got to see my mom. My mom, which is why we did tape DDD. Sarah and I went out to lunch. I knew she was coming last night. And so she came about 2:00, and we sat out in the shade in our backyard, and I drank a bottle of Gatorade, and so
yeah. So Ron calls me. He's like, I'm out with my mom. I was on the lawnmower. I think I took the phone and put it right down by the engine.
Yeah.
I'm mowing the lawn.
Yeah. And you know what I was doing, Gardner? You know what I was doing?
What were you doing?
I was taking a leak.
Oh man.
I had enough time to run inside because I wasn't going to lay down to see if I'd miss anything, because I'm not usually gone away from the computer for that long. It's like, no, someone needs to know that I'm okay. Where'd Ron go? Yep, Bears Den. Chicago gets humid. Yep,
Do you know what was kind of
water too?
Do you know what was actually funny today is I was watching something on the iPad. I think I got back from walking and I was charging the phone and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a shower. And so I was watching something on YouTube on the iPad and I was like, oh, this is a good video. It's like a 10-minute video. So I'll go in and take my shower and I'll just have the right. So I put the iPad on the sink in the bathroom, right, on YouTube, and I'm in the shower. I was like, oh, if you call and I swipe the iPad, I'll be talking to you while I'm in the shower. La, 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 Jackie, what's going on?
I gotta see you in the hot tub.
I would have been in the shower. I got nowhere to hide. I would have had to, I don't know. I would have to take this towel behind me and cover me up like while I hopped out.
Away, helps keep water.
Do you like that? Somebody gave me that today.
That's a towel.
That's the Bruins playoffs towel. Yep, from last year.
Yeah, I can read that part, but what's the stuff under there that I can't read? What's the sponsor on that?
ORG packaging.
And obviously they make Twinkies.
Maybe because that's a terrible towel, I guess. I don't know.
It is a terrible towel.
And I got the Bruins playoff book. It's a St. Louis Boston Stanley Cup commemorative Stanley Cup.
Oh, so is that from last year?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
No, it's from this year's Stanley Cup. Sorry, just wasn't.
Aunt Becky found Uncle Jesse's Pornhub history. Did you? Saw that picture of Lori Loughlin just looking like, she's enjoying menopause and all that. And so that was Kurt Berglund set me up for that. And so, yeah, like, oh, that's not a happy look. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Appa. And you guys have been great in here as well as we hang out. We just kind of shoot the breeze sometimes. We go off on our tangents.
Before I run off, Mungo Jerry, where are you in the country?
I thought he said Michigan.
Oh, is he from Michigan?
He's one of the tough lockdown states. Yeah, he really
Detroit
is.
got nailed hard too.
Just with that governor is being like a parent that says you acted up, so you get another week.
What I'd like to see is that they just kind of turn state, divide states into zones. Michigan, okay. What she did opened up the UP and something else. Yeah. And just go by region as opposed for the whole state.
Yeah. And September is by far the best month ever. It's like the summer's winding down, so you still get your hot days, but it's cool at night, so you can still do summer things, but you're not roasting at night. You got football starting up, you got baseball that's almost done, and then you got hockey that's almost starting up. So
and so the last 2 days I've gotten
what? I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
The last 2 days I've gotten these notes. Where's my noontime baseball? I miss my noontime baseball. This guy sits there for 2 minutes in a stream, complains,
fake news, lies,
complains that there's too much baseball on Twitch. And then for the last 2 days gives me crap because there's no baseball on at noon.
Where's my baseball?
What, Gardner? You know what?
What?
11:30 Sunday morning. It's a doubleheader between the Phillies and somebody. And so you get your baseball fix then.
There we go. Nice. I was gonna come on today and do something. Is that our house or the one next door? Oh, you want to hear something real quick before we go?
Yeah.
So the neighbors next to me are selling their house, right?
Right. I'm assuming that's what she's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've been cleaning, and so they've been having all these sales. And people have been giving them like more than asking price, which is insane. I should sell this place and just take the money and run off somewhere. I don't know. But so today they were over there cleaning the house, doing whatever, and she goes, "You wouldn't believe what happened. All these people are showing up at the house, saying, 'Yeah, we'd love to rent this place.'" And they're like, "We're not renting it." And they're like, yeah, your broker sent us the pictures. She's like, "What broker?" They found there's somebody in Ohio advertising that got their pictures from the sale. It's advertising for rent. And all you got to do is send me first and last month's rent and you can move in. Have you heard of that scam?
No, I have heard of that scam. Yes. Oh my goodness gracious.
So they were freaking out. So they called the police and they're like, I don't know what we're going to do, but we got people showing up here with the address and they're like, "Yeah, we'd love to rent this place. That's a great price." And they're like, "It's not for rent." "Oh yeah, well this guy says it is." So yeah, so good. It sold. Yeah, I
Good.
guess it was a younger couple that's going to buy it, so that's good.
Good. Yeah,
But
the Floby.
we had a good time, and we're still gonna have good times. It's just we're gonna try to scale it back from every night. It's just being a lot for us, and it's a lot to ask for everybody here. So we're gonna try to get a schedule so you know when we're gonna be here. Yeah, the ABC banner and the Floby. Yep.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
The
Isn't
Floby cat.
darling?
That was the last last frame before we got kicked off of YouTube. One time we got kicked off, and it was for this cat.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Totally.
There.
Oh man, yeah, we've had some fun. We'll continue to have some fun. Oh yes, Scott. Yes, it was Craigslist. Yep, that they found it on Craigslist under rentals. The guy had a Venmo account. He's like, just Venmo me.
Gosh, so how much did he swindle from those people?
They said they don't know, but they said chances are somebody sent him some money. So yeah.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Yep. Younger couple, the young child one. Okay, that ain't too bad. That's better than the people that were gonna move in that had like 6 kids.
Oh.
Yeah. There was an older couple that I was hoping moved in. He was pretty cool. He liked my dog. So
Have you got a lot of kids in your neighborhood or no?
What do we have now? Well, the people
Sharon
next to us.
doesn't count, so
Yeah, the people next to us had one and they moved out. So now we're going to add one back. But there's a set of twins around the corner from us. And I thought there was another set of twins somewhere. Yeah, we have two sets of twins, I think, on our street. Or they're 2 sets of girls or something like that. Sometimes they play together, sometimes they don't.
okay.
So it's not full of kids. No, it's not.
No, so okay. So
Yeah.
you're not running over tricycles and all that.
No, well, the people. There's some people up the street from us that are like they have the little guy with the sign that says "slow down" and they throw him like right in the middle of the street. And there was people like up the street that did that from us, and we were like going by, we like just want to knock them over. It's like
2 sets of twins. Okay.
it's like I get you. You know, it's like we'll slow down, but don't put this in the middle of the street and be a dick. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
It's like our street's pretty thin to begin with, and then you bring this thing out and cut off a third of the street just because your kids want to play. It's like, yeah, I'll slow down, but don't be a dick about it. Don't come on. So we just get really picked
Sounds
off.
like a great PSA I'd find on TV in Boston.
You know, it's
Hey.
one thing. It's one thing to put it at the end of your driveway. It's another thing to slide it out 8 or 10 feet, and just say, I claim this. You know, no.
Instead of saying "Howdy, neighbor, have a Gansett," you could say "Howdy, neighbor, don't be a dick about it.
All right.
Don't be a
All right.
wicked pisser."
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Robbie. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a good time. So we'll wrap this up. A little short show tonight. Ron wanted to jump off. He's kind of tired. I'm kind of tired. Been outside. So we'll figure it out. We're gonna do some digital dice tomorrow. Not sure if it'll be on Saturday. We're gonna play this weekend by ear. We're gonna do that. We'll play the weekend by ear.
If it's nice tomorrow night, someone's talking to me about ice cream.
Yeah, I wanted to get an Orange Julius tonight.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we might be doing that. So
Nice.
Alexa, what's
well,
the weather tomorrow?
Tomorrow in Burlington, you'll see mostly sunny weather and can expect a high of 76 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 48 degrees.
All right. So we'll play tomorrow night by ear, but if it's going to be like that, the wifey and I are going to go get a milkshake.
yeah. Oh, that sounds good too. A frap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they got to start opening up these places. They do. So, hi, Amish Gaming. Yeah, we're actually just kind of wrapping up, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll get some digital dice going.
Yeah.
We're going to continue that weekly. So we're recording tomorrow. We got a good one tomorrow, I think. I can't wait to do this
I like
tomorrow.
I like what you picked out. So
So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll get some good talk about that. I got to do a couple. I got to go back to my Apple hockey, and I think I'm gonna, I got the itch now to play some Strat baseball because I want to compare and contrast Apple and Strat.
yeah, now you've actually played some Apple baseball.
I like the app. I didn't think I would like that, but I did. And I don't want to say I didn't think I would like it, but just everything I saw, I was like, yeah, I'm a little hesitant. But now that I've actually played it, I enjoyed it. I want to pull out the Strat baseball. I have the 1980 season, and today on TV they had some of the 1980 World Series. So I think I'm gonna play some World Series games of 1980 with the Phillies and the Royals. So I think I'm gonna do some of that and have some fun. Look tomorrow after lunch sometime for Digital to Dice. We plan on recording in the morning. And it usually takes me a couple of hours to get it done and uploaded, depending what happens here. If I can get right to it, it'll be up hopefully a little after lunch. If not, it'll be tomorrow night. And Apple Chatter, thank you for all your support with everything that you've done, and all the conversations that we've had, even off the air. So that's what we try to do, and we're going to continue to do this. So we're not going to do it on a daily basis anymore. So that'll open up some streaming time for Ron, for me, to play some games. And who knows, I might be on here at 6:30, playing a game, and we can come and we can hang out, and just as I play a game, if you want to do that. In the whole bit, I might even jump on later and stream something. Depends. I need to have some coffee. Jacket. I'm gonna have some decaf coffee. Oh, do you know what I had today? I had my first Dunkin' iced coffee in 2 months.
Ooh.
Yep. Since they shut down the one up the street 2 months ago, or whatever. Since I stopped going to work, I have not gone to Dunkin' for an iced coffee. And after my chiropractor appointment, I stopped in. It was like 15 cars in the drive-thru.
I bet. I
got my Dunkin' iced coffee today. It was so good. I was like, yes, finally, nice Dunkin' iced coffee. So we're gonna jump out here, folks. Thanks everybody for tuning in on a kind of a little short show. Still went 45 tonight, but we want to come on and say hi, chat with some people. It's a nice day, so hopefully we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. We will try to get some sort of a schedule and try to stick to it the best we can, so when we're on, so you're not checking here every single night. Yes, I got to get back to the spiders. I might do some spiders tomorrow, maybe even tonight. I might do some spiders tonight. I might do some spiders tonight. So check back later on tonight. Maybe I'll do that after I have my coffee. So thank you, Scott. Thank you, Turbo. Yep, and we're not going anywhere. We're gonna cut back from the daily. That's all. More Cleveland Spiders. Yeah, I'm just interested now that I played App, and now I want to go play some Strat up on the table and see how that goes. And when the store is finally open, I was talking to Ron today a little bit. I want to go and I want to make a really cool, like, baseball thing.
Yeah.
And I want to make it like the old Phillies stadium and the Red Stadium, where it's like the artificial turf with just the little cutouts. That's what I'm going to make. I'm going to make a totally 80s baseball field that I can, when I do my streams, I can show that and I can roll my dice on that. And that's, but I got to wait. I think that the places are open now. I'm not sure. I got to check if the craft stores are open. But I did a really nice wrestling ring.
I bet they are Monday, because you're opening up a whole bunch of things Monday.
Yeah. I did a really nice wrestling ring, and it cost me $19, I think, to buy all the parts and put it together. So I'm hoping I can go get the fabric, a nice green felt for the baseball, and just have a nice little stadium there to play some ball on upstairs. I like setting up like that. It is kind of fun. So yes, thank you so much. So we're gonna jump out here tonight, and I might play some spiders tonight. It's been a while. I might do some spiders tonight, and we'll talk to everybody hopefully very soon, and we'll get a schedule down. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for Sid for giving me the playoff thing here. Thank you so much in the book. So, and I got my Packers hat on tonight too. So we'll talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.